Yeah. Welcome to the Mike Dolce Show. We are back. The year 2023 is here, baby, and we are going to crush it. My goal is to help you achieve your goals. Today, we're talking about Andrew Tate, toxic masculinity, and the soft hands phenomenon that is the true pandemic destroying the world today. This podcast is being recorded both live on our YouTube page and also will be uploaded to the audio version everywhere your favorite podcasts are heard: YouTube or Google, Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio. Everywhere you listen to the Mike Dolce Show audio podcast, you will hear this. Guys and gals, thank you for being here. Number one rule today, Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate was recently arrested for toxic masculinity. Effectively, Andrew Tate predicted he would be arrested, he would be imprisoned. Andrew Tate predicted this. Whether or not you like Andrew Tate, I'm not here to tell you that. I'm not here to tell you whether or not I like Andrew Tate. Doesn't matter. What I think, what I believe, here is what does matter. What matters is Andrew Tate has struck a nerve in discussing men's health issues, and I'm here to champion men's health issues. If you are a man right now, if you are the parent of a young man right now, you want to hang out here for the next couple minutes and consider what I have to say. Through my years and through my career working in sports, I am surrounded by young men and women. But me as a man, I'm going to speak on the journey of a young man through life and all of the challenges that lay in front of us. Now, unfortunately, men are supposed to suffer. Men are supposed to be quiet. Men are not supposed to share their emotions. Men are not supposed to share their fears. Men are not supposed to share their pain. Otherwise, they are deemed to be less manly by the same society that insists they shut up, sit down, and do not voice their opinion while doing all of the hardest tasks that nobody else will do. Think about this for a moment. The strongest of men are the ones responsible for building society as it is right now. The soft-handers out there, they get to sit back and enjoy the spoils the strong men have built. This is how society has recently flipped. Now, the soft-handers, they have no power, they have no skills, they have no inherent right. The soft-handers, they will be found out, and they will be found severely lacking as the strong men out there reclaim their place on the world stage. Now, to be a strong man is not what society tells you. Society tells you that toxic masculinity is the problem with the world. But the concept toxic masculinity is a false narrative. It is impossible. There is no such thing as toxic masculinity. The problem with society is toxic male effeminacy. The problem with society is the toxicity of the soft-handed males that are walking the planet, unwilling and unable to do the hard work necessary to provide a safe space for society to continue to evolve. The soft-handed males are unable to protect women, to protect children, to protect laws, to protect a sound and safe way of life. This is the issue. The issue is not men. Men are not the problem. And let me explain further. It is impossible for a man to be weak. Let me explain this. A man cannot be weak. A man cannot hurt women. A man cannot hurt children. A man cannot hurt anyone, any person, anything. if it is not warranted. Because to be a man is to be strong in the truest embodiment of the word man. Man is a title bestowed upon the highest achieving males. Now, let me contrast this. The world is filled with weak, effeminate males. And there is a massive disparity between the weak, effeminate males and the strong men. This is a call out to all of the men, all of the strong men, all of the men who are struggling. Your time is here. It is time for you to step up and take your place as the champion of society, as the backbone of civilization, as the provider and protector for all those who cannot provide and cannot protect themselves from the weak, effeminate males and the bastardized, decadent society that these weak, effeminate males are trying to cultivate, because the weak, effeminate males do not have the ability, do not have the strength of character, do not have the intellect, do not have the physical capacity to put in the work necessary to build a worthy society. And guys and gals, this is the problem. The problem is not men. Because to be a man is to be strong, and to be a strong man is to be upstanding and forthright and just and moral and ethical. The problem is the weak, effeminate males. Now, Andrew Tate is a character the same way Hulk Hogan was a character, the same way that Hollywood actors and actresses are characters, the same way that Wolverine and Cyclops and Superman and Catwoman are characters. Andrew Tate is a character. He is a public personality that has crafted a very specific ethos in order to gain the attention he has gained, and he's done so very successfully. He is a character before he is the individual person. The character he has crafted is very polarizing because he pushes the buttons of these false narratives, and he champions the men out there who are suffering. Now, the way he goes about it is certainly debatable. Whether or not you agree, whether or not you enjoy, whether or not you're aligned, hey, that's a different conversation, and that's not the conversation we're having today. But he gained attention talking about male issues. From what I've seen, the vast majority of what he says is factual. Like it or not, doesn't matter. It's factual. Some of what he says is certainly things I would not say. Very polarizing and outside of my own belief system. But he's not getting threatened. He's not getting canceled. He's not getting arrested for those issues. He's getting arrested because he is a part of a counterculture movement that supports men's health and men's rights and the ability for men to reclaim their place in the conversation. So this conversation between myself and you is to highlight the fact that if you are a man, you must immediately embrace this. You must no longer avoid this. There is no such thing as a male feminist. Think about how silly that is, how stupid that is. Look at, I'm wearing a Ronda Rousey t-shirt. There's me, myself, and Ronda Rousey, the baddest woman on the planet. I walked that journey with this young lady, this powerful, dominant, aggressive, intelligent, successful, rich woman, side by side, shoulder to shoulder, helping her claim her position at the very top of sport. I am married for 22 in my 23rd year to the same woman. I have 2 young daughters. So I could say, if I was grandstanding, if I was a social justice virtue signaling warrior, I could claim that I was a male feminist. Look at all that I've done to support strong, powerful women. That is bullshit. A male feminist is a soft hand, weak, effeminate male who is capitulating, showing his own inherent weakness, his lack of moral standards. To support women is not to pretend you are a male feminist. You are not. You are a weak, effeminate male. There is a difference. You are simply capitulating for inclusion so you can stand on the sidelines and pretend like you've done something where you have not. These are the soft-handers out there, ladies and gentlemen. Women want men. Strong, powerful, aggressive men who are in control of themselves and in control of their environment. You show me one woman who wants a weak, effeminate, soft-handed male standing next to her, and I will show you a liar. So every man right now, every male listening to this, it's not too late to turn the corner, and let me explain now the process. If you are a lost male, if you do not have the strength of character to earn the title of man, if you are a man who is lost at sea, you do not know what to do. You know in your heart it is your goal, your primary coding to be strong, to be powerful, to be aggressive, to be a leader, to be a protector, to be a provider. But society is telling you differently. Society is wrong because society as a whole is led by the weak, soft-handed, effeminate males. Just simply jump on Elon Musk's Twitter stream and read through the Twitter files and watch how the mainstream media supports the government over the people. Watch how the corporate mainstream media downplays the illegal and unjust actions of the tech overlords in suppressing free speech, suppressing fact, and pushing false political narratives to change the landscape of society, to disenfranchise you, men and women alike. You're both pawns in the game. Why does the mainstream media support the government, but only one part of the government, only the progressive liberal part of the government? Why is that? Why does the mainstream media not dig deeper into the groundbreaking story that Elon Musk has broken open that shows very clear suppression of free speech, of your voice, of my voice? So clearly we know that it's true. We understand that it's happening. But now what are we to do about it? Well, what you are to do about it is you are to live your life knowing that is true and not capitulating to your soft-ass, effeminate brother-in-law who comes over with his pink t-shirt telling you you're wrong because you say the word Christmas. Telling you you're wrong because you work your ass off 40, 50, 60 hours a week, so your wife has the choice to stay home and raise your babies. Notice I say you provide her the choice. This is what the weak, effeminate males don't understand. The weak, effeminate males do not want your woman, your wife, your daughter, your sister, your mother to have the choice. They want your children to be raised by the state institutions. So your wife can go to work for some shitty little company as a middle account manager and get some crappy little check that she's overtaxed on to send her hardworking dollars overseas to some country she'll never go to, while you have the state raising your children, telling your children what to think, what to do, how to act, what's right, what's wrong, in direct contrast to what you and your wife actually believe. Think about this. This is the reason we homeschool our children. We homeschool our children because I do not trust one single person in government to make the decision of what my children should learn. Not one person at the local level, at the county level, at the state level, and at the national level is making decisions that are in the best interest of the future development of your individual child. My wife and I decided it was going to be our responsibility to raise our children in the manner we deemed necessary. Now, my children are a full year ahead of curriculum now. My children are operating at advanced levels in their curriculum. Not only are they a year ahead of all of their classmates, they're actually in the advanced classes of that year ahead. My children take music lessons. They take art lessons. They take language lessons. They perform martial arts training. They perform gymnastics training. They have a wide and robust schedule. They're in STEM programs and engineering programs as young single-digit girls, all of which would be impossible if they were sitting for 6 hours a day in the state-run institutions, being told to shut up, be quiet, wait their turn, don't ask that question, and let me just rant some bullshit political union-based nonsense at you. Raising angry little girls and weak, effeminate little boys. That's the way it works. Now, I understand not every parent, not every family will be able to homeschool their children. I understand that, but I strongly urge you to consider what I just said. Who is better equipped to raise your children? You, your spouse, or a blind state institution? One teacher to 20 students. How much attention is your child getting? Your child is being told to shut up, to sit down, to stand there, to be quiet, to be wait. 5 hours and 15 minutes out of the day, they are lucky if they are getting 45 minutes of individual attention. And guess what? They're not, because statistically it is impossible. One teacher to 20 students. How much individual attention is your child getting? Not nearly what you can give them. And worse than that, what are they actually learning? Is it aligned with your morals, your ethics, your philosophies, because they're not just teaching reading, writing, and arithmetic anymore. They're being taught to be social justice warriors. State mandated curriculum. It's not worth it. So rethink it, ladies and gentlemen. Rethink it. That's step one, is protecting your family unit. Now, number two, men, I'm talking to the men out there, the struggling men out there. What you must do is you must become a savage. You must become a savage. You must become a savage of body. You must become a savage of mind. You must become a savage of schedule. You must become a savage of habit. You must become a savage of action. You must become the warrior in the garden. Because society wants you to be the gardener in a war, wholly ill-equipped to defend yourself, to defend your family, to defend your land, to defend your principles. You must become a savage. And in order to be a savage, you must temper yourself. You must temper your body. You must temper your mind. You must temper your habits. And this is the hard part. But men seek that which is hard to bring out our manhood. That is masculinity. Men steer into discomfort. Men are masters of suffering and of pain. Because if we cannot endure suffering and pain and displeasure, it will sweep right by us and it will attack our women, our children, our societies, our culture. So, men, it is upon you. It is upon us to fortify ourselves, to become the impenetrable wall, to protect all that which we love, to provide safety for all that we have built. So every man listening right now, I throw the gauntlet down to you. From this day forward, you become a savage. You steal your focus. You become a man of purpose. You stop your fucking whining. You stop your bitching. You stop your belly aching. You stop your excuses. You stop your procrastinations. And you start. You start the work of becoming a savage. And as soon as you start, you become it. Because the work will never be finished. You will never be strong enough. You will never be fit enough. You will never be tough enough. You will never be resilient enough. You will never be intelligent enough. You will never be crafty enough. You will never be patient enough. But you will be so to deal with what is in front of you today. And that's what this is about. So if you're whacking off to your little fucking porn, if you're drinking your alcohol and smoking your weed and popping your pills and pretending like you're fucking busy when you're scrolling social media headlines, you are not a man. You are the problem. You are a soft-hander. You are a weak, effeminate male. You don't even know it. But now you do. Because to be a man is a decision based upon action. Unrelenting, never-ending action. To do the most difficult. to provide that which is easy. So every man listening right now, number one, we start with our personal fitness. Your personal fitness will carry you through life. This physical body we have is all that we have to make it through life. So you better protect it. You better fortify it. You better add those performance parts necessary to be that wall. You must strain and toil under heavy loads for days and weeks and years, and never be satisfied with any progress you have, because you know there is always more left in the tank. And that will keep you showing up day after day after day, building yourself, crafting yourself, becoming that savage. Stop polluting your body. Stop polluting your body. Synthetic toxic chemicals masquerading as food, you know that is not good. You know it is poisoning you. It is hurting you. It is weakening you. It's easy. It's convenient. It's tasty. It is weak. And you are strong. Remember, there is no such thing as a weak man. There are weak males. There are no weak men. To be a man is to be strong. And to be a strong is to do that which is hard. Not once, but always. Always. There is no break from being a man. There's no day off, no week off, no vacation. Everything you do every single day is to the best of your ability every single time. Because the one time you slip is the one time the wall breaks. Now, this is exciting. To me, this is exciting. I love this. I love the challenge. I love what this has done to me and what this will continue to do for me and my family and my community and the society that we build together. Because Lord knows I need more strong men by my side. I need more strong men in my neighborhood, in my town, state, country, and on this planet to battle back from the plague of weak, effeminate males that are trying to tear us down. They are trying to tear down everything we have built. Everything we have built, threatening the safety of our daughters, of our wives, of our sisters, of our mothers. That's what the weak, effeminate males are doing. It is not the strong men who attack women and attack children. It is weak, effeminate males. Look at every single perpetrator of violence against women and children. That is not a strong, masculine man. That is a soft-handed, weak, effeminate male. Yet those who look like them will tell us we are the problem because we're aggressive, because we have muscles, because we make money. We build bridges. We stand buildings. So we're the problem, they say. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, they pull at the thread of society. No more. This podcast, this episode is a call out to every man out there. This is your wake-up call. The year 2023 is here, and we are going to right the wrongs of the soft-handed, weak, effeminate males. We are going to stand up, and we are going to use our voices. Loud voices, aggressive voices, intelligent voices, controlled voices. And we will stand up for society. We are the protectors of society. They are the plague, my friends. If any of the men out there are looking to align themselves with other men, if any of the men out there are looking to become bigger and stronger and more fit and more resilient and healthier and more energized and leaner and more athletic and more capable versions of themselves, there's a description below this video of a new program that we have built for men, run by myself and coached by me. There's other opportunities inside this program. So on the YouTube channel, click the link below the video. Listening to the audio podcast, go to my Instagram account, click the link in the bio. If you need structure, if you do not know where to start, if you need something to follow, to be supported on, to have other strong men around you in a group, all working together towards the same common goal, getting bigger, getting stronger, getting more resilient, getting leaner, getting healthier, we have that below. It's called the SHREDDAD program. And that's just the beginning, my friends. That is just the beginning. I'm going to cut this episode now. We are back, YouTube. 2023, or we are back. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you subscribe to the audio podcast. Make sure you leave comments. Make sure you stay engaged. But most of all, make sure you use your voice, your masculine voice. You push back against the soft-handed, toxic male effeminacy that's out there, telling you you're wrong, telling you how you should raise your kids, how you should conduct your house, how you should live your life. From these weak-ass, never accomplished, know-nothings. No more. No more. Until next time, my friends.